Hello and welcome to Cum Town, USA. Population? 69.
Man, I love not having to be the guy that starts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, it's nice to be. Then I just get to pretend I'm a guest. And
You're a guest.
Our
it's
guest
so
this
much,
week.
It's so much less pressure than having to set the.
Well, you're a bad guest because we have to introduce you first.
Oh yeah, who's that?
What?
That's my girl that I have a crush on.
Ooh.
Is it a naked picture of her?
No, but you could see some nice titty.
Can I see the
outline.
picture? Can I see the picture of her breasts?
No, stop trying to do a tribute.
Oh,
last
I'm
week
doing a no hands tribute.
after the last episode we recorded, Nick and Stav were doing a very funny bit where they were watching porn together on Nick's phone and then not allowing me to look at it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Every time Adam tried to.
that was a funny bit.
I felt like I was in third grade again. Really. It's like, hey, come over and play PlayStation. It's like, oh, sorry, we only have 2 controllers, so you're gonna have
Doesn't
to watch.
the PlayStation only has like 2 inputs, right?
Well, whatever, dude. I don't know.
PS4 don't.
The worst was when
the
your
PS4
friend
only has 2.
your
inputs.
friend had a
Oh, no,
one-player
it's
game, and he'd
before.
tell you to come over and play, and then he'd be like, yo, I died too quick. Let me play again.
Wasn't Nintendo 64 the only one that had 4?
Yeah, N64 was
Yeah,
the
it
first
had
one to have
4, yeah. For
It's weird
Smash,
because you
dude.
think of that
Super Smash.
that is like the standard. You think 4 is like
Oh
the
yeah.
standard, but it's not. That was an outlier.
No, and that was what made it fool.
Really?
Oh.
Is this another picture of her breasts?
No, it means no. I just got confirmation that
She's trying to smash.
she could potentially be trying to smash me or a friend of ours who has much bigger muscles and is much taller.
Oh, I think
It's
I know.
potentially
Are
better
you talking
looking.
about me?
Yeah.
I'm right here, boys.
No, well, taller.
I mean, can you preemptively
combo.
tell her that I can't for?
Yeah, tell her I can't either,
Yeah.
but I might. Hey, you know what?
That's who we're talking about.
We're talking about me, actually.
We're talking about me and Stav.
Yeah, together on each other's
Yeah.
shoulders. You
Yeah.
on my shoulders.
We're built as a writing team.
God, man, can you imagine Stav and Nick in a trench coat? You look like a bowling pin.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like a
Why would
massive-
you assume that I wouldn't be on the bottom?
Yeah.
I'm the stronger of the
He's
two.
stronger and I'm cuter.
Yeah,
So
I'll be like a
you look
lollipop.
a delicious lollipop.
Stav just on your shoulders.
Hell yeah, dude. Yes, back at it again. This might be our final episode before Nick briefly goes to LA to get another surgery.
On a quick,
Mhm.
And
just a
then-
quick jaunt to LA and back.
I'm having my dick bone extended.
Oh fuck!
Really,
There's a
that's
bone in your dick.
not. That's pretty much the opposite of what's happening with Nick's surgery. It takes multiple surgeries, I guess, to turn a penis into a vagina. So now he's at the
Especially the bigger your dick is, the more surgeries it requires.
stage. He's at the stage.
The trans
where
doctors were like, we've never seen a case this bad. You might never be a girl.
Oh man,
Please try, doctor.
oh, it'd be so funny if one of us at like 45, 50 just came out as trans.
Yeah.
Would it be fun?
I'm going to
Would
be
you
one of the
respect
first
me?
people to get my brain put into a robot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's what I want.
By the way,
Well, I
I
just
wouldn't
want a
be
mech.
shocked if you were a trans. You're basically a woman.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I
have
would be
a woman's
beautiful.
figure.
I would be gorgeous.
Yeah, I think you would actually.
Yeah, I have plump,
Well, you wouldn't be
juicy
gorgeous.
lips.
You're uglier than your
I have
family.
a woman's like hips.
Your
too.
hips, yeah, but your
Yeah.
face is ugly.
That's not true.
Yeah.
My face is not ugly.
Like your like everyone in your family has the better version of your face except
my
you.
father. Have you seen it?
Except I guess the women in your family are much cuter than you.
Well, you just want to my sister
And your mom. Let's not forget.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, you would definitely be trans.
Yeah, my sister. I told her. She sent me a text where she did the face swap and she put my face onto her,
Oh no.
and it was hideous.
Yeah,
It
it's
was really
horrible.
scary.
What are you gonna do with your robot, dude? You're just gonna be a whole robot, or are you gonna just have like a robotic like?
You're gonna put your
arm
brain in
and
there.
Dick?
Put my brain in there and then launch the robot into space, and then I just drift through the galaxies.
Pretty cool.
Do you
Yeah.
Do you still get the?
No.
Like, do you have a robo penis?
No, it would actually be a form of torture. I would live indefinitely,
In
just
space.
traveling through an infinite void until I hit a star,
And then it just explodes.
Yeah,
and then I burn up pretty quickly.
See, I would put myself in a 6,000.
Can you imagine that though?
just trying to commit suicide, like looking for a star.
You would get some cool views.
Yeah, it
Could
would
see-
mostly be cool views.
Could you still see though? Would it have cameras?
Yeah, I guess it would
Well,
have
the
cameras.
brain would have like like
Because the brain can't see without eyes, my man.
yeah, but the brain has like the receptors for that, so the robot will have like, you know, I'm not. I don't
Yeah, the robot would
scientific.
have eyes and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
you
that's
just,
what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you would have to reach new levels of wokeness to drift through space indefinitely. Because it would drive you insane. You would go.
Why would that make you woke?
Well, yeah, why would that make you? What does that have to do with
No,
being
I mean
woke?
like enlightenment.
Oh,
enlightenment.
Traditional
real
wokeness.
wokeness.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the real opening your turd,
Asian
Yeah.
wokeness.
opening that turd
Mhm.
eye up. You know,
Yeah. The third eye.
the turd eye,
the twird eye.
the twird eye.
I had so many twerds.
The twird eye is the asshole.
There he is. And my shoulders kill me because I got this old football injury. That's right. I'm an athlete.
Football.
Yeah, dude. What do you mean? I recorded a sack on Morgan State University's field. Polly was playing Lake Clifton that day.
What is that? West Virginia?
Huh? No,
Morgan State.
Morgan State
State.
University.
Is that
The
Maryland?
Bears, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I
it's in
didn't know.
Baltimore. We got to play some games there. I hit this piece of shit with a good ass swim move. I just completely ass up, and then he takes his helmet all the way up to my arm, jams my shoulder up. I was supposed to get surgery at the ripe age of 17. It's been literally 10 years, and I didn't do it. And now I hit the gym hard as hell 2 days ago, and it's been aggravated again since I just lifted too hard.
But you just forgot to open the doors. You just like hit the gym. Literally, you just ran into the gym. You hurt your shoulder.
So yeah, anyway, so my shoulder really hurts a lot, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
What is this screensaver? This
It's
is
like
beautiful.
that's in China.
That's where I'm moving.
That's in China.
I'm gonna go live in a giant forested gorge
Yeah, it's like a. It's
with
like,
my robot brain suit.
Oh man, remember how he turned off Fargo because it would be too distracting?
Yeah.
Even the screensaver.
This
is
beautiful
distracting us.
4K screensaver.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, there would be a thing in there that made my brain constantly release like coming endorphins.
Oh, so you always feel like you're coming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius, brother.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome. So you have no dick, but you feel like you're coming.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
To get everyone to chop your dick off and still come. That's what I
Maybe
want,
you'll be
dude.
the trans one.
Maybe, dude. Yo, if you could get those endorphins, I'll chop my dick off.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be a woman. I would be a eunuch.
Considering that trans surgery is already like it already violates the Hippocratic Oath, I think without question everybody sort of accepts that. If you requested that, like, I want to get the trans surgery, but I refuse any kind of like,
Why does it violate the Hippocratic Oath?
I'm kidding. So like if the
Thank you.
idiot.
Okay, I thought you had like an underlying point there that was like
come
interesting.
on, man.
He was just being,
It's being
intolerant.
rude to trans people.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick, go ahead.
Well, it would if that wasn't like a real thing. Like if the medical community was like, this isn't like, it would violate the Hippocratic Oath to I feel like if somebody was like, I'm transabled, I want you to burn my eyeballs out with bleach. If a doctor were to help somebody with that, then that would probably be a violation because
Interesting.
people don't accept that, even though there is enough people that are, you know,
But you could still
There's
quote
people that
unquote
think they're
transit.
blind.
Yeah.
They were supposed
there
to
was
be
a
born
woman that
blind?
burned her eyes out with bleach.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why? Because was she good at Braille or whatever? Like, why did she?
People just identify as
Sick of Braille.
handicapped. Like they're like, I shouldn't have this leg. It's usually their left leg,
Really?
and they'll request over and over again that like doctors remove it, and doctors won't do it because it's like you need to see a therapist.
So you're
And
saying
then-
that's what trans people and their dicks are like?
Well, they
I'm
do
saying-
have to see
no, I'm kidding.
therapists.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
In order to like transition,
Back to my
they have
initial-
go to therapy.
Yes, the joke that Adam ruined and took us on this detour for no reason.
the question I was
I didn't
asking,
ruin any jokes.
since it's already a
Enhanced.
violation.
Enhanced.
Yes,
Computer.
it's
If you requested that they don't do anesthetic because you want to feel the surgery.
Whoa.
And then they start cutting your dick off, and you just start coming immediately.
That's cool.
Didn't pick up.
So that's
fart.
pathetic.
Dude, I just,
My question is, would that be cool?
it would definitely be cool, yeah. We can all agree that would be cool. You
Yeah.
cut your dick off and then cum starts squirting out of the dick nub. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Like a little volcano?
Yeah. Well, no.
Happens
Like
if you
as
lose your balls,
you're already hard as they're like washing their hands.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, baby. And the doctor walks over and they're like, could you please stop? And then like as soon as he like touches the scalpel to your dick, you just start blowing cum all over the OR.
Do they stop or do they keep sawing
They
through
have
your
to-
coming dick?
They keep going. Once the process starts, I imagine it like that laser table from Goldfinger.
Oh hell! It splits your
Yeah.
dick completely in half.
I'll talk. It's like, I don't want you to talk, Mr. Bond. I want you to become a lady.
Oh, that would be so funny if
Yeah.
that's the just the end is him in the dress.
Yeah.
What are some names?
That's
that we
the
can
new
turn
James
into
Bond, dude.
puns?
If the next time a James Bond movie comes out, it'll already be too long past since it's just woke to have him be just a black guy.
Oh,
He's
gonna be trans?
He's got to be a trans black guy.
So it's Idris Elba in the first one.
It's
and
Rachel
then he-
Dolezal as
Very nice.
James Bond.
giving a PowerPoint presentation of the different kinds of black hair.
She rules.
she's the best.
Can you imagine
She is an international man of mystery.
looking at a room full of black women and you're just some dumb white from Kansas or whatever and you're like, here's what black hair like. And it's just like the audacity of that dumb
Dolezal's the
bitch.
best.
Audacity's her new name. That's what she changed her name to.
Audacity.
Laudacity.
Dolezal.
L apostrophe
Laudac-
Audacity.
Traditional Nigerian name.
Laudacity, Caprice.
Cutlass.
Caprice, Cutlass, Brom, every like trim level of American sedan is her full name. L'elegance. L'elegance.
No, it's Lelaganke.
L'elegance.
I went to school with a girl named D Glorious.
DeGlorious?
Yeah.
Glorious. That's pretty cool.
D apostrophe Glorious. She was cool, but she refused to go by De Glorious.
She go by Gloria?
She went by Bliss.
Bliss?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
She was tight, dude.
I had this friend Monet who had a friend named I Am Unique.
Yes.
What, one word?
Yeah, her name
I
was
am unique?
I Am Unique. I never met I Am Unique, but Monet would tell me
That
about
rules. Was she making her up?
it. Maybe. She was black, so you never know.
I find them to be very honest.
Yeah.
There's another kind of person that I find usually is lying.
What's that? What kind of person?
Nick, do you
Yeah.
kind of catch
A
what I'm
girl
getting
named
at?
I Am Cheap. I am real cheap.
Oh, you know her? I am Cheap Goldstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a hand job for her on the sports field at camp.
Oh, the sports field.
Yeah,
Did you ever play any sports? We talked about my
I played
heroic
baseball.
gladiator injury.
I played baseball.
When did you, until what level?
I played kindergarten through like 9th grade. I had to quit in 9th grade.
Because you were too much of a...
No, yes. Yes, actually. Well, no, I just didn't hit puberty, and then in 9th grade,
When are you going to hit puberty?
freshman ball any day now. I'm a man of 30.
Can you grow a mustache yet?
I could grow a mustache on the sides, but not in the middle. So I look like a French waiter.
I
Yeah.
grow the
But
fucking
it just looks
weakest
like
mustache.
like eyelashes.
I tell you, it is
Going
nice
down
to
either
have, as someone who has like a terrible beard, to have the best beard in the room.
Stav
Yeah.
can grow a beard.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Really? Full beard? You've never gone full beard?
And I keep silent farting. No full beard.
Oh, stop.
It,
It's pathetic.
because I'm trying to eat better now.
Yeah, eating better, you fart more. 'Cause
No,
it's
you
fruits
don't.
and vegetables.
When I was
yes,
I'm ripping them, I'm always having food, dog. We're talking tenders. We're talking burritos. But yeah, I wish I could have a beard, dude. I want to get a beard transplant, get a big fat beard.
Mhm.
Someone told me I could put Rogaine on my face.
Really?
Yeah.
That would probably give you weird, wispy, like baby hair beard.
Yeah, it would look terrible. But I think
That
the
would be
reason
really funny. Just
I-
a soft ass short.
I think
beard.
beyond hormonal issues, I think it was people say that it's scarring from terrible acne. I had really bad acne in 11th and 12th grade.
I just have rosy ass cheeks that I've had my
Yeah.
whole life. I look like a cobbler in a Disney movie or some shit. Like I look like a helpful character.
You look like a Seven Dwarfs.
I
but
really
you're
do.
big.
Yeah, I have dwarf cheeks, dude.
Yeah.
and they just won't grow.
You look
hair.
like
My
a
shit's
lawn
just so
gnome.
like sparse on my cheeks. It looks terrible. It also like just grows sort of puby. I need
it's-
like a perm
when
on my
Max
face.
when Max went to 51st Jokes 3 years ago, he was like, "There's this dude who looked like absolute. It was hilarious." And I was like, "What was his name?" He's like, "I don't remember." He did some joke about police brutality, about how and I was like, "Oh, you say you mean my friend Nick?" He was like, "He looked like shit."
You did look like
that
shit.
was the worst beard I have ever seen. He was like just going on about it.
See Captain Mullen.
Yeah.
That was you were actively, cause you're taking good care of yourself now. You're like grooming. You got a $75 haircut.
Yeah.
But you used with Chinatown days. You were just like,
Well, I mean, like I had some kind of environment. I thought I was dying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
every day you had a new theory as to why
you were dying.
Yeah.
You
That's how
literally were.
that's how much I was like desperate to not get a real job and just pay normal rent. And I'd pay $350 a month and like almost die.
You were perpetually like sick and
It's
depressed.
so funny. Like $350 in LA, you could like live in a house. Or, like,
Yeah.
In most other cities, you can like. Get
Oh
a-
yeah, that was my rent in Baltimore.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
$300 a month.
Nick
Not-
got a North Korean prison cell.
No, it was all right. It wasn't that bad.
Nah, it was horrible.
It was terrible, and it's probably shaved like 10 to 15 years off your life.
Probably.
Oh, lucky you.
But you can probably get one of them mesothelioma settlements now.
No, because I don't think technically
Yeah.
you were ever legally living there. Probably.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
You
I
never,
wasn't.
you never like signed anything, right?
Yeah. I don't think
gentleman's
there was
agreement.
asbestos in there.
There was something, dude.
No, I think it was just mold or something.
Yeah, minimum there's mold.
Yeah.
Like that's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Is that you had toxic mold?
Black mold.
Dude, I got these shooting pains from being a warrior.
Yeah,
Oh, but yeah, so you couldn't play because you were a bit.
No, because like I hadn't hit puberty yet, and then ninth freshman ball, like everyone goes to the gym, like and you start lifting, and my body just wasn't there. Like I'm pretty nifty with the gloves still. Like I was a shortstop. I have like good
yeah?
reflexes. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
but I just like I had no power.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
just,
had to bunt every time?
that would have been a good strategy.
should've bunted every
I should have
time.
game theoried that out.
Yeah, it's a little game theory.
Yeah, I mean, it was like rough because I went from like beginning elementary school for being like outfield, like playing, like picking flowers kid, and then I like took it seriously, and then I made it into like middle infield, like second and short,
Yeah.
and then all the Gentiles grew, and I didn't.
Yeah, those Jewish genes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played baseball, and then I was in the outfield, and I just liked hitting.
yeah.
And I worked real hard, and I got good at hitting, and then I quit.
Well, I wasn't bad at hitting. My timing was fine. Like I can make
You were just a
contact.
frail-
Yeah.
Well, you just couldn't hit it deep.
I just couldn't go deep. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's what I meant by like I worked hard to be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
And then once I was,
hit dongs.
I think I hit maybe two triples.
Long dongs.
Two triples, and then it was like, yeah, that's enough for baseball.
Until when? What year is this? Like middle school, high school?
Yeah, it was probably like 7th grade.
Nice.
Eighth
Yeah.
grade, I had an inside the park job, and there was a new Taco Bell that just opened up by my house. And I asked my dad if we could go to the Taco Bell afterwards, and he said it's Passover, and we can't. And I hate him to this
Wow.
day. I really wanted
was
to
he
go.
excited for your inside the Parker?
Yeah, he said good job,
But he didn't get you anything.
but he didn't let me go to Taco Bell.
Did you go? Did your father go to your games?
Yeah, he tried to be an assistant coach for a while until I asked him not to, because he like couldn't throw a ball.
He threw like a girl?
Yeah, he threw like a girl.
Oh man,
And I was
that's
like, yeah,
great.
please don't be an assistant coach.
I remember one time my dad came to basketball practice. I played in a all Greek Christian basketball league.
Sweet.
I played in the
With
Greek
the carpet?
the Greek Orthodox Youth of America.
Did you play on a carpet court?
There was not a carpet court, but there was a very tile court
Tile.
in our
You
church
played on
upstairs.
tile.
Yeah. We practiced it at Patterson High School, my zone school. A lot of Baltimore gems right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we sometimes we played in the church. But yeah, my dad came and he just had never played basketball in his life. He was like he would do like that under the hand granny shot. It was embarrassing, dude. But he wasn't But my dad was an athlete. My man played pro soccer in Greece.
What level?
As high as it gets.
First division pro
First
soccer?
division pro soccer. My dad played in Greece.
He played on like
My dad
Olympiacos?
too, actually.
He played on Apollona. Apollonas Athenaeum.
My dad was on that team also.
Really?
Yeah.
What
That's crazy.
What year?
1978.
Pretty close.
Yeah,
That's probably it.
78.
Yeah.
What position was your dad?
Yeah, what position?
Soccer captain.
He
Whoa.
played soccer captain.
Played captain.
General of the
General.
4-star general, actually.
Whoa, your dad was a
Wow.
4-star?
Brigadier general.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you name one position in soccer?
Of course.
Name it.
A goalie is the
No,
easiest
not
one.
goalie.
Not goalie.
Forward.
All right, that we'll give you
Yeah.
forward.
That counts.
Mid-attacker.
Yeah, attacking midfielder. Yeah, that counts.
That was halfway.
Did you
yeah.
play soccer?
Oh yeah.
I played soccer and baseball, and I should have kept up with soccer because it's a much more athletic sport.
I was nice with it, dude. I did I tell a story about why my JV soccer team got disbanded?
No.
Because a coach gave a kid porn. Yeah, this guy. First of all, the coach, my sophomore year of soccer was this guy who robbed my church. Like it was a complete like coincidence. He was this guy. He was trained to be like a deacon or something. He was like gonna be a priest, and he got him and this guy Crazy Tommy from his partner was this guy Crazy Tommy or Crazy Bill. I don't know. He was some kind of crazy Greek guy, and they planned to knock over the church on Holy Week when the most donations came in. So this guy that was trying to be a priest got arrested robbing the church for the candle money, and then he was
Love that
disgraced.
candle money.
He was disgraced and run out of our community, and then he shows up 4 years later as the coach of my high school soccer team, and I just didn't say anything because I was like, oh, well, I don't give a really. He just knew in the back of I always had that on him, but I never got to use it because he gave this kid Brian, he gave him a porno magazine with like a DVD in the back.
Mhm.
This was still like right before the internet age.
Yeah,
really
I
kicked
remember
off.
those.
Remember the
Yeah.
DVDs? Those
We used
were-
to steal those.
You got a Vivid DVD?
Mm-hmm.
That was eaten off.
My friend found
for
one in the
months.
woods.
Oh,
I know-
What is that?
I don't know. We've
What
talked-
is
we've
that?
talked
We've
about
talked
it,
about
but
that.
incredible.
He found one, and I'm assuming it's other kids.
Yeah,
that
that
like
just
don't want
leave
their
porn?
mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
their mom finding it. So that's how you find it.
Oh, like a dog buries a bone.
Yeah,
You bury
Yeah.
porno DVD in the
like
backyard.
a dog burying its bone in Adam's mom. Adam's mom, which was the title of the Vivid DVD that my friend found.
That's crazy.
This dog goes to Adam's house and it's balancing a pizza on its head.
There's subtitles that say.
Yeah. Adam's mom answers the door and she's like, "Come in." And your dad's like, "Whose dog is that?" Why is this door locked? It smells like pizza. And Adam's mom's for Domino's dog.
Wow, really? That's the
Yeah.
porno your friend found in the woods?
Well, and we all used to jack off to it.
and then years later, you would become friends with Adam.
Yeah.
Did you ever make the connection?
Oh,
Small
it's
world.
Adam me. I
Yeah.
didn't. You didn't say the last name, so there are a lot of. It's a very common name, so I didn't know. It could have been Adam anyone.
Anyway, yeah, this JV coach gave the guy porn just to be cool. He wasn't even trying to, which is like, if you give a child porn.
Just to make a
You'd
kid think he's cool.
Yeah, imagine being a grown man that needs to give a child.
I remember the first time I bought cigarettes for like someone under 18. I'm like, this is weird. Now I know
Yeah.
why people wouldn't do it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I bought a blunt. These two like girls came up to me in like
Nice.
outside the stand like 2 years ago. They were hot and they were like looking at me. One girl had enormous tits.
Nice.
So I was, and then she comes up and talks to me. I'm like, wow, this is insane.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
great.
yeah.
They must have thought I was hilarious. They're like, can you buy us like a blunt? They won't sell them to us because we're under 21.
Oh man.
And I was
You have to
like,
be 21.
And you were like, yeah, I can do that, but it ain't gonna be free. Zip.
no, I
Right.
just did it. They were like, thanks. Like, all
You
right,
have to be
good.
like, what are you girls
21?
up to?
Yeah.
You guys want to go to a diner since you can't go to any bars?
Yeah. You want me to tell you about comedy?
No, thanks. We were hoping some guy from Girl Code would be here.
Yeah. How about Girl Chode?
Very nice.
The MTV show for trans people that just want. They're like, give me the chode. Yeah,
Can you order your own dick?
yeah. That's the only reason I'm kind of transphobic is because I don't think you should have control over the size of your dick.
Well, you can't get boners with it, so I think it all evens out.
What?
Yeah, you can, dude. One of the balls is like a Reebok pump. I'm 100% serious. That's how it works.
No, that's not true.
It's true. One of the balls is like an air pump, and you squeeze it, and it makes the dick
I thought
hard.
it was a button on your thigh.
like an on-off
Thigh?
switch.
Yeah, no joke.
No.
I met some German guy in Greece who told me that.
Well, there's like a different. The thing is like people's idea of how medicine works is like that. It's I mean, for the most part, it is like a formal process for how surgeries go. But someone had to like come up with the surgery,
Right.
So if the problem is like this is a woman that wants to be a man, like phalloplasty, there's just 9 different ways that like different doctors have like, yeah, there's just different ways you can make a dick. So some of them like cut like thigh meat out and make it out of like thigh meat or
Well,
whatever.
I thought that they make the clit and the dickhead like they interchangeable because the dickhead is like the most sensitive part of the dick. So they'll make a dickhead into
they'll
a
take
clit.
the clit and
Giant
then fillet
clit.
it and then
Yeah, they'll take the clit and make it into a
they'll
dickhead.
fillet it. They'll make it like a little rose. Like
Yeah.
a little ginger rose. at a
That's what I'm
sushi
saying.
restaurant.
Like I would get like a heart chick,
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
I want
I would love to be.
heart
so I could have a heart on.
I would love to be the discount doctor that like does that surgery, and then like it's a woman waking up and she's like, "Was it a success?" I'm like, "Complete success," and then their arm is missing and I've just attached it to their ground. They're like, "You got the biggest dick in the world." The fish
Just
is a-
dangling.
it's a fist with a bunch of rubber bands around it at the end. He just drew balls on their leg. He's
You
tattooed.
just stapled 2 tennis balls to the bottom of the arm. Just a bunch of Play-Doh to smooth over the head, the dickhead.
Hey, look, you said you wanted to save the $25. You wanted it done fancy. You should have gone to somebody that knows what they're doing.
What kind of balls would you get if you could get any kind of balls?
I'm happy with mine.
I'd like a Magic 8 ball. One
Yeah,
of them,
I
you
feel
know?
like
you
if
just
my
like it
balls,
anything.
Yeah.
if my balls were bigger, it'd be more uncomfortable. You know,
I mean, like a
if you
fun
have
ball.
grapefruits.
Huh? Do I have grapefruits?
I mean, if you had grapefruits, it would suck, right?
I mean, if you could get a novelty ball.
Oh, like what? Like
For example, I said Magic 8 ball.
Oh. Well, how would you see the Magic 8? It's in your ball sack.
Yeah, there's a little
A
hole.
window, a clear ball sack.
Clear
That'd be
ball
cool.
sack. Yeah.
Wow,
Like
that'd
those
be
Game
cool.
Boys. Remember those Game
Yeah.
Boys? That was everything was clear for
Yeah,
like 3
dude,
years.
I kind of
Yeah,
want
yeah.
a clear dick. That would be neat.
You
Like
see
a purple
The jizz come,
translucent-
you can tell when you're about to come. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a cumometer.
Well, I just want to see all like the wires and microchips inside of it. Like a Game Boy Color dick.
Exactly. Yes. Clear dick would rule. I would want mine purple though. That color.
Like the
Purple.
purple
clear.
translucent
Yeah,
Game Boy.
Yeah, that was I had one of those. That's what I played Pokemon Blue on.
On a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, dude. Ruled.
Did you catch them all?
I had the fat Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
The gray
The
one.
old gray
No,
joint.
The
a
OG?
green one.
Green. Oh,
Green.
that's kind of rare.
Is it
I think so. I don't think I can get too many with the green.
the big green one?
Yeah,
I remember green being my favorite color when I was like 5.
Well,
Red
when
was
I was
mine.
a kid, green was my favorite color.
Yeah.
Why green though?
I don't know. It's like lucky
because
I guess.
because
Me, it was
legalize it.
marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did red because I got Red Wings. I got my Red Wings at a young age. I ate pussy. I ate bloody pussy when I was 3 years old.
His mom used to make him eat pussy.
Stav's mom was on her when he was born.
Constantly,
his
dude.
mon had-
Yeah, when I was born. I came out doing Red Wings. I ate her pussy out on the way out.
I like the idea that a pregnant woman is still having periods.
Yeah. We've never seen this before.
Yeah, dude, that's just how much I loved.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit
Adam's
better.
mom went in one time because they thought she was pregnant and having periods, and the doctor's like, "Oh, yeah, we figured it out. It's actually pasta sauce from that dog that you were."
Remember the
Yeah,
porno you
pizza.
were in, ma'am?
Yeah. It's actually just marinara sauce
What?
coming out because you were a pizza delivery dog. Your dad's like, what is this? Why is this door locked?
What was it?
He's locked out of the hospital.
And we're gonna go ahead and now also, ma'am.
It's a dog doctor.
That's really rude, disrespectful. It's pretty funny. Very disrespectful. She's a lovely woman.
Yeah, she's lovely, man. No one said she wasn't.
Fuck up.
No one said she wasn't. Whoa, don't take that tone with me,
I
man.
thought that.
Yo, stop touching my wires over there.
I just want to get a plug for my phone. Never mind. All right.
I got something you can plug. I got something I can plug into something.
What are you talking about?
My dick, your ass.
Would you
partner.
literally, if my ass was just pointed at you, would you ruin our friendship by being the ass? Come on,
probably
we couldn't
not.
be boys after that.
Guys, imagine if we were stranded out at sea.
Okay.
First of all, I would lock myself in the captain's quarters. I would be protected with all of the jewels.
You don't know
If
this.
you're in the captain's quarters, I'm just Adam nonstop, dude. If it's just me and Adam, dude. Adam's
Yeah.
my new wife.
In the crow's nest.
No,
Adam's my
we
new
wouldn't.
wife.
First of all, I come from a long line of Jewish pirates, and you don't know what I'm like. I'm a seafaring man.
Dude, you'd be my wife. I'd make you grow your hair out. We would test that
Is
idea
it,
of you being a woman.
Captain Jack Spare Change. Name of the Jewish pirate.
Oh, that's a home run. Captain Jack's fair change.
Are you that virile? Like, if we're like lost at sea for 1 week, you'd have to rape. Like, you could go 1 week.
No, I could probably go a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, I'd rape you.
No, why?
Eventually,
Stop
I'd rape you, dude. I'd start doing push-ups.
I'm just saying that would not be good for our friendship.
I kind of want to. We should get a boat and we should go out.
We should
in
get
international waters.
Yeah.
we should get a boat
That'd
and
be
do a
tight,
podcast on the water, dude.
That would be tight. We should get a boat.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I would like.
I've been
to go.
wanting a boat my whole life.
Or we could
My
get a-
uncle's got a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used
How
to
much
hear
would a boat
stories-
cost?
I used to hear stories about my grandfather. All of his buddies from World War II, they'd go out on the boat. You know, that was their whole lives, just getting away from their cunt wives
Hell yeah.
and getting drunk on the boat.
How much does a boat cost?
We could do that.
They're
They're expensive.
They're like a car. It's like a car.
Well, no, it's expensive to dock. Though.
Yeah. So my grandfather has a boat too, and
Yeah.
he just he can never use it. 'cause
Can
it's
you
just
name
fucked
your
up.
boat a slur?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can't get in trouble for that.
Probably, but
Yeah.
but Coast Guard.
But if you get a small boat, it's less maintenance.
We'll get a small boat.
Let's get a dinghy, bro.
Yeah, like something you can put on the trailer, like a speedboat or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don Johnson
How
style.
much? $3,000? We get one for $3,000?
A boat?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get a boat.
Yeah.
Or let's get a big.
Nick's
Let's
boat.
get like an El Camino or a Cadillac or something.
How
And
much
do-
are boats?
And do a
realistically though, could we get a boat? What do you think?
Let's
they
find
cost?
out, dude. I think $3,000.
No, they cost like
$3,000?
They cost like $30,000, dude.
You,
have
get
to
a
get-
cheap one.
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
think
completely
that-
talking about
I
my
have to
ass.
you have to get like a loan.
The
It's
next
like a, It's like
vehicle-
a car. It's a lease,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not a lease, but whatever. Like
Okay,
financing.
well, then
You have to
maybe we don't
I'm
get
gonna
a
get a
boat.
motorcycle though. I think that's the next vehicle that I get.
Yeah.
Dude, we get a river boat. I'm seeing one of these for $300 right now, dude.
What do you mean with like a big
The
wheel?
Cajun ones, dude.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
let's
should
get one of
We
those,
should get a
dude.
house on a bayou.
Dude, there's
We should all be
boats.
swamp guys.
Yes,
No,
dude.
well,
dude, there's boats for like $300.
I definitely
here, dude.
think after the divorce, I'm gonna be a houseboat guy. I think that's what I'm gonna be. Yeah.
No joke, you could be a houseboat
I'm
guy.
definitely gonna get divorced. You know, there's no way I stay married. But
Dude, there's some little ass boats here for like $300 from wholesalemarine.com.
you should get it at Costco. They have a really good return policy.
Dog, we could get a boat. But we get a boat for less than $1,000, dude. There's a website called boatsforagran.com. They're selling them in Dunkirk, Maryland, dude.
Boats for $1,000.
Yeah, dude.
It's not for $1,000. Oh, it is. Boats for $1,000.
Dog, we're getting a boat.
Let's do it.
Let's also get a car, dude.
Let's get a
We should
car.
have a mobile
No.
studio.
We get a bus, an old school bus.
Yes.
Yeah, VW.
I'll convert the shit.
yes.
yeah.
We get a
Put
boat.
living
We get 3
quarters.
captain's chairs in the back. We have.
We'll move
We'll
to
do a-
Rivera Beach.
Where the hats?
I have a hat already. I
You
already
got
have
one,
a hat.
so we just
Yeah.
need 2 more.
2 more hats and we're good.
That's it.
Bro, we should okay. We've said a lot of dumb shit, right? I think we get a big ass bus. Maybe not a
Yeah.
big bus, like but we get the steering wheel from a ship.
You know
the wooden
you know what we should get
A bang bus.
No,
A bang bus.
Yeah.
we should get
We do podcasts. in it.
all the schools in California, and this is years since I read this tidbit,
Okay.
so I don't know if it's true or not. But there was this company, I think it was called the Crown Coach Company, that made all the buses for like California in like the late '60s, and they built them so well they just never broke.
Nice.
You just drive them to like 1,000,000 miles, and
Hell
they just
yeah.
don't break down. And the company basically like put themselves out of
Because
business
they were too good.
by making such a good bus. But we should get one of those buses.
I'm
Those
down.
old bubble-looking buses.
Hell
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
The short bus, like for retarded
No,
kids?
the long one.
No, let's get a little
No,
one.
fuck that,
one,
dude. I don't want a
put fucking
retard bus.
shit in there.
Yeah, you're right. We can put a boat.
We can drive around embarrassing myself.
We can put beds in the long one. And fit.
Yeah, beds and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
we just have to
I want a
fuck
picture
quiet.
of John Madden on the side, but then it says Straight Talk Express.
Oh yeah, that's
Dude.
right. John Madden doesn't fly, right? He only takes
the
buses.
bus. But you know what else? We could just get a minivan, dude, and just fuck
Just a
the
minivan?
old Econo vans,
Those are regular vans.
the Astro vans.
those
the
are
Astro
van vans.
No, you're talking a conversion van, is what you're saying.
No,
You want a conversion van.
My friend had a minivan growing up that looked awesome.
Those vans, like people with like parents in wheelchairs, always had those
All right,
vans.
not those. That's sad. We should get a mobile
That's
studio though. We should get a mobile studio.
Yeah, I mean that would be sick.
Drive around doing podcasts, dude.
I do think we should go on the road this fall.
We should get something to go on the road in.
I know.
That would rule,
We
dude.
should get a bus.
All right, I'm gonna look at buses now on Craigslist while we're doing the podcast.
But if we could get a good enough bus, Nick is gonna just move out of this place and just be like, "I'm full time."
I don't care, dude. We need a bus.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
then
gonna
we'll like lose him.
Bogart the bus, dude.
it's a podcast
Don't fucking
bus.
accuse me.
First of
I
all,
know your
you know
style,
what that is?
dude.
That's a Jew move right there.
No, I'm not saying that's not. Why does you have to bring? Jew
I heard
into
a
this?
story about a friend of ours doing something with an apartment. Did
What?
you hear this story?
What?
No.
No, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
What?
We'll find out later, I guess.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Actually, I legitimately don't know what he's talking
I
about.
have no idea either. I just acted like I
Dude, mobile studio. We'll figure out the
Set
details.
up.
It could also be a
Holy
Cadillac.
dude. Look at you can get one of the Los Angeles trolleys.
How much, dude?
$35,000.
What else?
Does
we
it
got?
have to be connected to tracks?
What's in our budge, dude?
Here we go. 49 passenger charter bus for $14,000.
No, dude.
That's a month of the show.
We can't do that.
$14,000?
You
Yeah.
got to think about maintenance. You got to think about gas, insurance.
MCI Greyhound, $8,500.
Dude, we're not buying. Get a smaller bus.
Why? If you're gonna go bus, you got to get the biggest damn bus.
How
you can.
much gas?
But
is that
where
gonna
do we
be?
park the bus? We can't park it on
That's true.
Ed-Stye on the street.
You park in the Walmart parking lot. They have free parking.
That's true.
You're allowed to live in the parking lot.
Also, there's spots we can park it in Queens.
Okay. I like this, guys.
Dude, we're gonna do
There's
this.
a little bit of momentum now.
I think we should get a mobile.
Oh, look at this
studio.
cool old bus, dude. Vintage bus.
$5,000. It probably doesn't run.
It probably does.
Don't you need a different license? Ooh, what is that thing?
Yeah, you do.
The
You need
V
a-
Dubs?
Oh, these are gay, dude.
Nah, they're cool.
This Volkswagen
They're not gay.
buses.
They're not gay. They're cool.
No, those things suck.
But what if like we're gonna have to like get acid too, right?
I have some acid.
Here we go.
I have acid too.
A 1999 Prevost Le Mirage XL 55 passenger charter coach diesel bus for $46,000.
$46,000.
It's
Dude,
a 99. That was a good year.
That's a good year for buses.
That was a good year.
Oh, dude. 1972 Flexibus.
Oh, I love that.
Is that one of those like a portion?
What does that mean?
Oh,
The
wow,
bus can
yeah,
like
dude, it's got a
grow?
range
That's
in
an
it.
RV. Should we just get an RV? Is that what we're talking about?
This thing's
essentially?
awesome. Look
We
at this,
should just
dude.
get a camper.
This is old.
Let's get a
it looks like an old
camper.
city bus.
Let's get a
converted into
Winnebago.
Winnebago. How much
Yeah.
is a Winnebago?
When my parents moved to this country, they arrived in Boston and they got a Winnebago and they drove to LA and they
Really?
just saw the whole country.
How much do you think they found that Winnebago?
Probably, hopefully
lot,
a lot.
right?
Probably not that much until they passed Petco. His mom could get a couple of pups.
I like these, but why are we getting them?
Yeah. Your mom's just furiously masturbating to 101 Dalmatians.
That movie wasn't out. That movie was not out.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Your mom's like a different kind of Cruella DeVille. They're like,
For their
my
dicks.
boss Cruella wants to fuck all of our dogs. Cruella DeVille. She's Adam's mom.
And she wants to fuck.
Wow, that's such a good song, guys.
Dog, we get a Winnebago
All right.
for like a couple. Actually, these are pretty expensive.
Are you sure your
Winnebagos are
parents didn't
expensive.
get the Winnebago because they thought it was a contest to win a bagel? And the prospect of a free bagel for them?
Oh man, don't even finish it. It's fine.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
Winnebago.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
Oh, dude,
You're stupid.
we're gonna get a van or some shit.
Let's get a van.
All right, no, a little bus
Yeah.
with something we can have a bed inside of.
Yeah, I think like Murphy beds, right?
Murphy beds.
Yeah.
You know what Dan Deacon did when he went on tour? He had a bus. I'll holler at him.
What did he
Ben
do?
went
How
on-
did
Let's steal Dan Deacon's bus.
I'll
let's
ask
just
him what he
rent
did.
it.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
If we go on tour or
it probably
something.
smells bad, dude.
Look.
Yeah, he
Let me
smells,
give you a bit of
he smells
financial-
like Baltimore, dude.
Financial advice. You always want to buy everything.
Yeah.
You
No,
never
it's
you
true.
never want to rent something.
Tax deductible. Buy it.
Cars always appreciate in value.
No,
Dude, I can't wait to... Dude, Mullen Media's next big purchase, dude.
Yeah.
A mobile studio,
goddamn
dude.
Bus? That would be
We're
fat
gonna do it, man. I feel it, dude. It's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, what cities do you want to go to?
I mean...
Trenton.
Yeah.
Camden.
Dude, my friend was just in
Dover.
Secaucus.
Yeah,
my friend just told me the
Secaucus,
funniest
Dover.
funniest story. He was in Toronto
Wilmington.
in a cab, and the cab driver's like
Newport News.
Camden.
the cab driver in Toronto's
Camden.
Newark.
this is what you
Newark.
gotta do. So, okay, fine.
What?
It's not
We're
even
listening.
my story.
We're listening.
Hoboken.
Come on.
The cab driver-
Maryland.
The cab driver's
White
like,
Marsh. The Essex White Marsh Tour. 2 cities. 13 days. We're walking from Essex to White Marsh.
I think we should go to
Sparrows Point.
I think we should go to Toronto. I think we have listeners in Toronto.
Maybe, dude. Okay, if we're actually talking about what we should do like just a north, like Baltimore, DC, Philly, like that.
The Bow Wash
Maybe
tour?
Atlanta. Like go as far
Atlanta?
down there. You
What
know
about
what I mean?
Chicago or
We could do Chicago too.
Cleveland?
Cleveland's good.
I got to write a new hour. So, yeah, we should go on tour.
Well,
So-
right on the
yeah,
road.
we each do like 40 minutes or whatever. I guess 30 minutes.
We don't need a bus, dude. We're comedians. We don't have...
We need a bus.
We need a bus, dude. This is part of the
Okay,
plan.
maybe we don't need a bus. Hold
we
on.
don't need a... I mean,
We don't
it's
need
not like we have
hotels.
gear.
We don't need a bus, but maybe we should get a mobile studio, dog.
Yeah.
So
No,
maybe it's
but
a
then we
Cadillac.
save on
Maybe we get a
hotels.
Cadillac.
Dude, a Cadillac would be sweet.
we should get a Cadillac.
We should get a Cadillac CTSV.
dude. Yeah, dude. Let's get a Cadillac.
Those got to be what, 61,000?
That's
I
the
think-
mobile studio.
What's the MSRP?
Is it
I think we
Cadillac.
should get a 77 DeVille, dude.
That would
be
rule.
Yeah. 77 DeVille.
Okay, guys, if you have ideas for a mobile studio,
Yeah, shoot us.
let us know.
If we know any like
Tweet us.
mechanic kind of
If you got a
bus
a
conversion
deal
guys.
on a good
here,
mobile
here you
studio,
go, dude. A new CTSV is $86,000.
All right, so that's like maybe a year of Patreon.
Okay, we should get a car though, and trick it out, and it'll be our mobile studio.
No, I'm saying we should get a bus that we could sleep in so we don't have to stay in hotels and we save money, boys.
Would we even save money?
We just sleep at
we
Walmart.
could write off all the hotels.
We just
Do you want to buy a bus this afternoon? Bust out that you got in your backpack. I'll
All right,
I'll buy.
You know what? Let's do coke and buy a bus.
I'll find one on Craigslist. I'll buy the bus. I don't give a shit. Dude, I'll cancel my plane ticket. I got to be in Los
don't
Angeles.
go to LA, dude.
No, I have to go to LA, but I'm saying we should get the bus tonight.
And then
Start driving.
in a day and a half to
I
get
can
to
do
LA.
it. I can do it.
It's almost literally impossible.
I did New
It's
Orleans. I did
impossible.
New Orleans to Maryland in one day, in overnight actually, 18-hour drive.
What's it like? What's it? 26 hours to drive to LA?
No,
it's
more
like,
than
it's
that.
like 41 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible for us to do.
Oh
it.
yeah, me and Brandon did it in like 3
Nick
days
and I
or
were
4 days.
we're gonna drive to Vegas almost,
Yeah.
but you started Cum Town
Ooh,
instead.
That should be the tour.
We were gonna go to drive,
Vegas. We ended in Vegas.
At my parents' house.
At
We
your
do a show
parents'
there.
house,
House party.
We stop by a pound, see what kind of rescues they have. Some cute.
no, come on.
You gotta bring your mom
Yeah,
a bunch of
like-
puppies in a bouquet.
As a gift, dude. We're her guests.
A cornucopia.
We can't be rude.
A cornucopia of
My
puppies.
mom hates animals, guys.
Well, maybe that's part of the thrill.
DeVille, Corella Friedland. She likes to
Adam's
fuck
mom,
dogs.
and she likes to fuck dogs.
Where's the coat out of their cum?
If you guys like this,
The code is dog foreskins.
if any of the listeners like this, my mom dog's bit, I want you to pound off in the comments. If you thought it was
Everyone likes this
Yeah,
bit.
if
This
you
is
thought
a
it was
great
a little bit
The
disrespectful.
dog's Adam's mom called Pound Puppy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Remember that Pound Puppies?
That's when they
that
go.
was the original Beanie Babies.
I don't remember Pound Puppy.
Yeah, I remember those.
I remember like when I remember being real young, and I remember seeing the commercials for them, but they were like plush collectible dogs.
And they had little beanbags in them.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like before. Why did Beanie Babies get so popular?
I don't
because
know.
they were like there was like a supposed like
you could
what do you
win
call
money
it?
or whatever.
Rarity.
Yeah, yeah.
To them.
People thought.
Yeah,
they were
but that
gonna
people
comes
thought they
after.
were
That comes
investments.
after the popularity.
No, at the time, people thought they were.
Yeah, if I get that
investments.
Princess Diana purple rose bear,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna
That's
make
the
like,
guy. That's the.
I'm gonna make like
yeah, I got this Beanie Baby collection.
dude, families like ruin their life savings on Beanie Babies and have like garages full of them and no
Yeah.
money now.
Same thing with Pogs.
Dude, now
And,
I'm addicted to this idea of
Pokemon
buying
We're gonna
cars.
buy something.
We'll
dude.
do it right now. How much?
We're
do we
not
have
gonna do it
left
right
on
now.
this
Nick's
phone?
about to go to LA, but we will get a car.
Whatever. Let's do it tonight.
Let's do a tour.
I'll blow off my plans.
In that
I'm
car.
not gonna try to that girl that sent that selfie to Amber. Actually, I kind of want to.
She was very hot.
Adam's trying to have
hot.
Sember's friend, and her name is.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm also trying to have anyone's friend. So, holler at me.
It's
We're
so
gonna
funny.
get. Wait, did you guys ever see the other?
The reason I have
sister?
sex with so many girls is because I'm not good at sex. That's why.
What?
That's why there's so many different ones.
No,
No, they're not repeat customers. They're like, oh, then I have to find another one, and then I go up to them and I'm like, "Have you ever?"
This is the most
seen-
pathetic humble brag I've ever
I
heard. in my
know,
life.
dude.
No,
It
it's
sucks.
not.
I'm bad at sex. That's why I feel a lot of girls.
I just want to.
Shut up, dude.
No, if I was good at sex, I'd
I
have
get your
one
dumb
girlfriend.
logic, but shut up. That's
I'd have
also
a
not
girl
true.
that I love that I'd
no.
have sex with.
You have a
Boys-
horrible personality.
Boys, if this
I have a
writer's
good
strike,
personality.
if this writer's strike happens, you should fly out to LA. We'll buy the bus there, and I'll drive the bus back to New York.
we'll do the
That'd be
bang
cool.
bus back.
Yeah, I'll get my class.
we
C.
need to.
I'll get my class.
First
C
of all,
out,
I don't
or
think we should get
class-
a real bus.
Class
Okay,
T.
if you also, if you
what
want to
kind of
have,
class license do I need?
if you want to have
Class A, CDL.
I don't know if you need a
CDL.
CDL.
Class A, or you do.
We
You
got to
need a
get the
CDL.
biggest size where you don't need a CDL.
That's a 15 passenger van. Anything that's designed,
Really?
yeah, anything that's designed to carry 16 people or more, regardless how many people are in it, you need a CDL for.
Okay, well, I think 16 and under is something we should be looking at.
We could
No,
do a-
dude, it's a van.
We could do a squash court in the bus.
I love that.
Yeah, Stav and I like to play squash.
You know what I also want?
My
That
shoulder's hurting
wheelchair that Professor X has
Yes.
Oh, that'd be tight.
for when I go bald and I need a wheelchair.
I should get one of those now.
What happened to your legs? Oh, my legs are fine. I'm just bald. What's the point of walking? I'm never gonna fuck. I'm never gonna dance again because I went bald and now I can't. There's no reason to dance.
I love to dance, dude.
Do you?
Not really, but I like to get loose when
I
a
fucking
little
hate
bit.
dancing, and I hate when people think that I actually like dancing, but I'm too afraid to come out of my shell.
Right,
That's what
right,
everyone
right.
thinks. It's like, no, I just don't like dancing.
That's
Yeah.
not true. That's not true, dude.
I want to rub my dick up
Dude,
against
Nick-
some butt cheeks.
Nick low key loves to dance.
Yeah, Nick
dude.
was just doing the nay-nay. Nick's doing the nay-nay right
Dude,
now.
I saw him. I saw him.
I'm trying to
whip.
help Hillary win.
I saw him whip
Stop
and then
dabbing for
nay-nay.
Hillary.
Yeah.
I like to dance if I'm
Ooh.
around butt cheeks.
It's a trending story on Twitter. A dog in a bow tie was spotted on a flight to
Yeah, I
Vegas,
saw that.
to
Las Vegas.
Yeah, to Vegas to get married.
He's gonna try and propose to your mom.
She's married to my dad.
Yeah, but not for long, dude.
She can't get married to a dog. It's against the law. She can't live her wildest fantasies
On
and
my
dreams.
way to Flim's mom. It's a picture of a dog.
It's a dog flying.
The picture
in
of the dog.
cockpit.
The picture of the dog.
It's a really good meme, guys.
The
You
picture
have
of
to
the
take our
dog
word
got
for it.
big on Twitter because some journalist took the picture and then captioned it like, "Seriously, American Airlines?" Like,
Yeah.
he
Oh
was,
really?
Like,
The dog was cute as hell.
He was a really cute dog.
That
being
dog
on
was
his
awesome,
plane.
dude.
Yeah, a service animal that was there to like help like their owner.
Well, I mean, it was probably some rich asshole that like.
So, does your mom
Snuck their
consider
way.
them service animals?
Yeah, they definitely service her.
Yeah.
If you,
Oh,
in a
I'm
certain
pussy
way.
blind. I need this dog for my blind pussy.
Guys, when the recording button
Yeah.
stops, the respect begins. I just want you guys to know that this
Buddy,
is...
That's the blind girl. That's the
this
blind
is
girl that
Mac.
Adam from the last episode was the
didn't
woman
fuck
whose
a
dog that his
That's
mom
how they
stole.
met. They were on a double date.
Yeah. Well, no, they're both abandoned. The dog was gone because Adam's mom was. He was in the mall next to some blind girl. It's like, "Where's my dog? I'm lost." He's like, "Where's my mom?"
And, then, and now it's very convenient because they can just hang out.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's sort of a West Side story.
Yeah, solid app, guys. Solid Cum Town app. Solid. Shout out to the cum boy I saw on the G train yesterday. I didn't get his name, but a nice guy.
Did you guys kiss?
No, I didn't kiss. I tapped him on the shoulder and he didn't know who I was.
Yeah, dude, you don't look like you look like everyone on the G train.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
You know what that stands for, right? G train?
G, gay.
No, guy whose mom.
Oh,
Hell
God.
yeah, baby.
I love this bit that we just set up where that I consent to.
Why are you
Yeah.
just staring at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I just want to know if this
Why are
outfit's
you walking
working.
around? The outfit's dumb. You're
Yeah.
wearing two different striped shirts.
No, I
what are you
stood-
power clashing?
No,
Yeah, dude, you
I
look like
stood
a
up-
circus tent collapsed on you.
What do you mean? Sorry that I like color. You
Shut
know?
up.
Sorry, I'm not wearing all
Are
gray.
they the
like you.
Yeah, you are wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing all gray because I'm dark, dude. This is called man goth. It's when
Oh.
you're an adult, but you still want to be goth.
Oh,
Transition from
You're
black to
depressed.
dark
You're
gray.
depressed all the time,
dude,
and
you're deep.
You don't hate your parents anymore. You just hate yourself. Because
That's chill.
now you're your parents. And you're doing a job of taking care of yourself.
You're doing as your parents did.
Yeah.
My mom did a great job
She has done it. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of things.
Yeah.
at raising me
And
and
what else?
and just guiding me from
What else? What else?
from boys to men. That's
Anything else that she does really well?
She was,
Can you think of? Because if you can't think of it, you know who I'm going to ask next.
she ran a marathon at
Okay.
like 60, which is really
Uh-huh.
impressive.
Okay, if you don't answer correctly, I'm going to ask Nick, and I think he's going to have the right answer.
I'm
what do you
waiting
think?
over here.
What do you think your mom also is good at?
Well, first of all, neither of you have met my mother.
Okay,
Okay, so
Nick,
this
what
information
is
that
some
you can-
stuff?
No,
that
no.
Adam's-
Let me, I didn't answer the question yet.
Okay, say it. Say it.
She's good at having sex.
That's
Bitch.
right, dude.
That's right, bitch.
What
Now,
do I
anyway,
get?
Nick, what is it? That Adam's mom is-
What do I get? What do I get? What's the prize?
You get to suck our cocks, dude.
Yeah,
That's
What?
why-
Come on.
Yeah, that's why we're. That's why.
Why
we're-
did
How
I
about
have
like
to answer
how about
the
like a
question?
turn of the century English painting of a bunch of dogs sitting around the table and they're wearing bowling hats, but then they're all just from his mom instead of playing poker.
Come on,
They
guys.
got cigars. And they're all taking turns.
She's a lovely.
Yeah, that's-
Ha ha ha.
Woo!
She was actually going to be one of South Africa's first female news anchors.
Oh,
It's
really?
True. Yeah.
They have an all-dog news channel
Yeah,
in South Africa.
Nope, that's not true.
I asked you,
They don't have that, and they didn't have that.
dude. Whatever, man. Stop talking about your. Why are you always talking about your mom? Let's talk about that van we're gonna buy. Man. Actually, we did abandon the boat idea. I think that
A boat would be cool, but we decided it's too much maintenance.
that's true. That's
Yeah, boat is like, and also, when
We
you're in the
should-
middle of the ocean and everything's blue around you, you can't see land. Isn't that scary?
We should go on a fishing trip.
It'd be tight to go
Would
fishing.
you guys like to go fishing?
Yeah, I would love to go fishing.
We just
Have you
get
gone
fucked
fishing
up.
before?
No, once.
It's great.
Once with my
Never?
uncle that I hate.
Oh, it's really
I've gone
fun.
fishing a bunch.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
gone
fun.
fishing.
Yeah.
I'd love to go fishing. We
I'd
get.
love to go fishing with
We get.
my...
We get. I mean,
You gotta go like real early in the morning.
You go early, you bring a 30 rack, you just sit.
I love it, dude. We'll bring
Yeah.
Eldest.
Bring Eldest.
I love fishing. Fishing's cool.
It's
It's
Homer.
like getting pussy. Yeah, Eldest sounds like Homer.
Yeah, man.
I wish I could do a perfect Homer impression.
That was pretty
You're
good.
close.
I can
man.
just get the role of Homer and be paid $80 million a year.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
rich is
that's
Hank
still on
Azaria,
TV.
dude?
Yeah, it's Dan
Hank Azaria
Castellano.
doesn't do
Oh.
Homer.
Really?
No. I just
Hank-
watched the,
Marge, you know
I
I,
just
have
watched
my
the-
dick sucking classes later in the evening.
I just
I
watched the
can't
Bird
miss my
Cage
dick
recently.
sucking classes.
That's good.
Homie, you can't suck dick in front of Bart. I can't do Marge though.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
you
that
made
bad.
it too.
Bart, get in here and suck your father's dick. Boy, it's dick sucking time. You know I like it when you lick my balls. You have to lick the tip also. Don't forget to lick the tip.
That was good.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
If there's one thing I like, it's getting my dick sucked by my son, Bart.
Wow, what a banger, guys.
Thanks, man.
Wow, this is a really.
That's great stuff, Nick.
Does it sound like Homer Simpson?
It does. It's not bad.
I gotta get
I
closer.
think that was probably one of the good parts of this episode.
Yeah.
The rest
The whole
of it was,
episode's been really funny.
coordinated harassment.
You know what I heard the other day at work from Lenny and Carl?
What was that?
Marge,
Homer?
did you know that Adam's mom dogs?
Hey, Homer! Who's that guy, Adam? Oh, Barney, he's the guy that.
Fuck, I got lost in between.
Dogs?
Shut up. You
lost.
also
Hold on.
vote.
Hey, Homer! What do you know about that guy, Adam?
Oh, look, it's my friend. I can't
No,
do
you
one.
Dropped
You're-
it.
you're
Yeah,
fine.
that's he lost it.
Adam, stop. Shut up, dude.
Yeah. No, it's gone. I can't do
Fuck.
it.
You happy, dude?
Yeah, I could do. What impressions can you do?
Whatever, I'm doing Barney now. Hey, Adam's
good.
mom dog.
I really can't do any impressions.
I could do Tim Gunn from America's Next Top Model.
Designers.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Designers. Adam's mom. Fox.
No,
He's got to be
It's a pretty
singing.
good one.
No, that's not it.
I can do Mark Norman.
Oh my god.
Designers. No, it's just a gay guy. Mark Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good, Norman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Who else can I do? I don't think I can do anyone.
You could do you could do that impression of George W. Bush, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
That classic stuff.
Marge, you know Adam's mom Fox.
Stop it.
There we go. Now I got Homer back. You have to distance yourself from Barney to get back into it.
Barney flew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marge, I heard at work today from Barney, my friend, that Adam's mom Fox.
Barney doesn't work there. Barney just goes to the bar, dude.
What part of
Barney was
Lenny and
visiting
Carl.
him at work, man.
Why would he
Shut
go
up.
to the?
He's
They wouldn't
hanging
let
out.
Barney
He was
in the plant. They
Yeah,
wouldn't let
he
a
was
drunk fat loser in a nuclear
It's one of the
plant.
episodes where he's trying to get his life together.
Dude,
he was trying to get a job.
You
That's
understand
ridiculous.
that The Simpsons is a cartoon show, right? 'Cause none of that's real.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You're being
yeah.
ridiculous.
I'm imagining what if the Simpsons characters lived in real life, in the real world where your mom has 7 dogs, and they were reacting to it.
said that if you were to play with Homer, he would be all over that.
Of course, Nick, you would be so mean to me if I made that mistake. Because
Dude.
you would be like, Barney doesn't work at the plant, you asshole. But then you got it wrong.
Wow,
and I
dude.
called you out, and then the sensei
It's not me,
has
dude.
become the
I'm
student.
reading this. I'm reading this stuff people send me to read.
First of all,
Who's
this is
all
all
being
you
sent by-
signed off on these scripts for this week's episode, okay? You didn't bring it up in rewrites. You didn't bring it up in voice.
Well, first of all,
dress
our
rehearsal. So don't
entire-
bring it up now.
Okay, our entire writing staff, first of all, I've said this before, are WOCs.
Every single
okay?
one.
And I don't want to silence their voices.
So
and they
you're
put a lot
kinda
of
doing
work-
that right
Look,
now.
we staff nothing but black women, and you don't know how incredibly
They put-
difficult it is to tell them they're wrong.
I know, and I didn't want to say that I thought it was a little tasteless to spend 80% of this episode talking about the fact that my mom, talking about
The fact. You
No,
said
no,
fact.
talking about
No, you're right
that you
the first
think-
time.
talking about the
absolute true
salacious
fact.
lie that all these women
Dude,
of
I
color
had-
made up.
I had
that
to
my
tell
mom
them-
had sex with dogs.
I had to tell them one time that the Jeffersons was an All in the Family spinoff, and the entire room turned into a bunch of whooping cranes. I had to leave work that day.
Listen, I think it's important to have Women of color's voices heard in comedy.
Like this one. Like Bonnie Gumble, famously voiced by a black woman.
By Monique, actually.
And I think that if anyone is offended by anything that is said
Then
on the
from
podcast,
Adam's mouth,
if you're offended, you snowflake loser,
Get
go
'em.
back to your
Rack
safe
'em.
plate. Safe
Safe
plate. Your safe space.
Why are you so shook, Adam?
Get out of my safe zone.
I just don't. I'm not shook. I just like standing up. I saw Will Menaker standing up while he was making Chapo. And I thought it was
Of
pretty
course.
cool.
And now it makes sense.
And now I'm copying. Well,
Just
I don't know.
copying.
I'm a two-time
That's
guest
probably
of
why.
Chapo,
That's probably
so
why Brandon Wardell stands up and he does comedy. That's because he saw Will Menaker doing it.
No, that's not true. He just heard a joke that we did. Okay.
Well, so, okay. In summation, great app, guys. Now, what are we doing? We got to get a car or a van or a bus.
Yeah.
Some kind of mobile podcasting
I want a
studio.
77 DeVille.
I think that would be cool.
Outkast talks about it in that song.
What we need is something where
Players ball.
It's very spacious up front, and it's very spacious for both the guy in the front driving and the guy in shotgun,
Right.
and in the back.
You don't
can
want
get
to.
your
You don't
dick
want a
sucked.
77 DeVille, anyways.
Why?
You want a you want an Eldorado from 76 or before, or a DeVille that's like 73 to 75, I think, because those are the ones with the Cadillac 500 in it.
Oh,
Which
the
is
engine.
the biggest engine they ever made.
Oh,
But isn't
hell
that too much gas, dude? If we're gonna take this on the road,
Yeah, but that's
know?
why
But
you
then
get a
now
Cadillac.
we're cooking
You
with
want-
gas. You know
Yeah.
the saying.
that's true.
Now you're cooking with gas. Exactly.
That's what I always say about cars. That's a thing I made up.
Now you're gassing the Jews.
Now
so
you're
that's-
cooking with gas.
Now you're now you're doing genocide. I never learned expressions.
By the way,
I know them all.
do you think that people got the G boat? Nothing. I don't know.
What G boat? The gayest bomb of all time?
I've just been thinking about it all week and seeing like what was so magical about that moment.
We don't have to talk about it, man. What are we talking about? Our own bits on the podcast?
Nobody told me they thought it was funny.
No one thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Everyone I'm like, dude, you
Who
got to hear the
cares?
last 2 minutes. It's the funniest we've
Well,
ever
you-
done. And people
It's
are
gotta
like,
sneak
yeah,
up
I
on
guess you
people.
got to be there or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had this problem where I've been enjoying doing the show more, and it's made it less funny.
I think you really do like doing Cumtown.
Now,
Yeah.
because it's been a sweet release from like having responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well,
I can't wait until I live on a berry farm where I just walk around eating berries off bushes all day. I don't
be
have to
so
maintain
good.
any of the bushes; they just make the berries for me, and
Oh, that's great.
somehow I just live off the berries.
You
of the
just
land.
poop
Sweet
blue?
berry juice.
Yeah, dude. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries,
blackberries,
watermelon berries,
Mhm.
boysenberries,
boysenberries, frankenberries,
Frankenberries.
Acai
acai
berries.
acai berries,
I don't know if people say
Acai.
acai berries.
Is that
halle
what they are?
berries.
Halle berries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dog.
Halle berry. yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Swordfish, titties.
Oh yeah.
Halle berry.
Monsters Ball. Don't forget.
Monsters Ball.
Don't fucking forget.
The thing about that second Monsters Ball is Billy Bob's old ass just like jiggling as he's like violently
Yeah.
really scarred me because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to see Halle Berry get
Yeah,
real
but you
hard.
still got to see Halle Berry getting.
Yeah, but Billy Bob's ass really takes me out.
Do you guys
of it.
want to watch Bad Santa after this?
Yeah, we
We're gonna
could.
do some drugs and watch Bad Santa.
I think we should get on this van, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
I'll
do it.
actually,
You guys
I'll
wanna get
actually
some
start
food?
looking
I'm
at,
hungry
at
now.
buses. We should get a
Just want to
bus.
go get some food and talk about this bus.
Stav, are you producing this episode?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
producing.
Stav, you
so
gotta
Are you
close
keeping
up.
track of how
Keep
much
track
time we've
on
done?
time and the
Well,
levels.
first of all, I was wrapping up, but then we got into some great stuff about Halle Berry's titties and shit. But guys, thank you so much for listening to Cum
when is
Town.
this dropping? This isn't dropping next, is
I
it?
don't know. I'm probably gonna up and lose all these episodes.
Dude, please don't.
Come on, Nick.
I'm trying not to.
Please don't do
If
that.
this drops, the next one, which it probably won't.
It won't. It definitely won't.
We do a show at Come On Everybody, fourth Monday of every month. It's going to be very good. Connor O'Malley's there this month, and Joe Firestone, two very good comedians. Okay. Stop. You want to
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening to the show.
You guys were fun.
You guys were fun.
Yeah, that's what Nick says.
Bye.